Hi everybody, this is Carla with Cobweb Corner and welcome to another episode of Throwback Thursday. This channel is about cross stitch and my online cross stitch shop, and in my longer FlossTube videos I talk about my personal stitching, some of the other crafts I do, things going on in the industry and my shop. But in Throwback Thursday I choose a selection of older designs to share with you, some things you might not be aware of. And some things certainly that not everybody else is stitching. So we'll jump right into that. If you like what you see, please hit the subscribe button and then hit the bell to be notified when new videos are uploaded. So let's go in. I think I have 15 charts today. The first one is called Tomboy Tricks by Diane Grabner Designs. And this one doesn't have a date. I don't want to open up the package, but it's probably from the 1990s. And her designs are very distinctive. They're simple and they're almost always of Amish children or Amish families. Sometimes she has a Southwest theme with some Native American Indians, but this one is two girls doing tricks. And the design size is 100 by 68 and the model was stitched on 18 count white Aida using DMC floss. And it looks like it's done all in, I don't know if it doesn't look like there's any back stitch in there. So a quick, simple stitch. And that one currently on my site is $4.80. And I have two of those left as of this video. The next one is from Forever in My Heart. It's called You Are My Sunshine. This would be so cute in a child's room, I think. I think this would just be adorable hanging, or a daycare center or kindergarten classroom. It says, I hope this sun smiles on you and those you love. Design size is 92 by 72 and it was stitched on 28 count Summer Sky hand-dyed Jobelin with, what does it say, Carrie's Creations floss. And it does not give a DMC conversion, but you could pretty easily just choose your own colors for that. And I have two of those left on my site and they are $5.25. The next one is Thoughts of Mother by Cricket Collection, and this was published in 2001. Oh, the other one was published in 2006. And this says, firm when we cry, firm when required, at other times soft, proud fortune teller, physician of hearts, character builder, encourager, friend. And it's a nice sampler. I really kind of like that sentiment. This is by Vicki Hastings. And this one is 147 by 147. And it was stitched with DMC floss. And it does have Algerian eye stitch in it. And it was stitched on 30 count Celadon. Is it Celadon or Celadon? Celadon. R&R Reproductions. Celdon. I said that wrong. Celadon is the color of the fabric. So I think that's really pretty. I have two of those left and that is currently $6 on my site. The next one is Rhapsody in Blue by Color Charts, and there's no date on this, but most of the color charts are from the early to mid 1990s. And this one's got the Wilkeman design and then the little kind of Delft patterns for all your different coasters, napkins, placemats, a tray. So it's got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 designs, mostly the same but in various sizes. And those are obviously the thread counts vary. That one is $4.50 and I only have one of those left. The next one is called Apples on Plaid by The Classic Stitch, and there's no date on this. Maybe if I take it out of the package. I kind of like this one. I only have one of these left. I think this must have come from either a store that went out of business or a personal collection. There is no copyright date. Oops, where'd the picture go? Here's the picture. It stayed in the package. But I kind of like it because it's got the realistic apples. Look at the way they do the light. So it's called Apples on Plaid because this one, the model was stitched on plaid gingham, but down here it shows it just framed. So that is by, let's see, the stitch count is 108 by 108, and it was stitched on 14 count fabric. The designer's name is Sharon Summers, and it was stitched with DMC floss. And it looks like it's all cross stitch with some back stitch. And let's see, that one is, I have one of those left, and that is $3.75. Oh, and I forgot to say at the beginning of the video that the links to all of the items that I'm showing are down below in the more information section of the video. If you, there's also information down below for if the item has sold out, whether you get an out of stock message or an invalid page message. Invalid page means it's an older chart that we know we probably won't get back in again. The next one is Hearts to God by Carol Emmer, and it was published in 1996. And it's got the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. It's kind of a cute sheep sampler. Excuse me. And it's got, also has a little banner pattern that could be actually, oh, it is a bookmark pattern. There's a bookmark pattern, which is that shown? Here it is. So here's the bookmark. And then it's got this little banner and this little pattern here and the big sampler. And the sampler is trying to find the stitch count, and I don't see it. But it's all stitched in DMC floss, and stitch counts are not given. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. This one is Hearts to God. I have 4 of these left, and they are $4 on my site right now. The next one I think is really unique. It's by Lone Deer Senegalese Designs, and they're American Indian counted cross stitch patterns. This one is called Gifts from a Friend, and it's an eagle claw holding eagle feathers and various Native American things. Isn't that pretty? So unique. This one was published in, it doesn't say, but I'm going to guess 1990s. And it was stitched on 28 count forget-me-not blue fabric using DMC floss, and the design count is 204 by 278. Oh, this was published in 1996. I just saw the copyright date. And this one is $7.25, and I have 2 of these left. The next one is really unique. It's called the Itty Bitty Pear Doll by Sisters and Best Friends, and it was published in 2004. And first I'll show you the pattern. Okay, so then you've got the doll pattern here that you cut out and make into this design here. And then she's got these big feet with these purple buttons, and those are included. So you get these like socks and the purple buttons to complete the design. And there are 6 buttons, and they're wooden. Isn't that just so cool? So that is something that you're probably not going to find. I think I got this from a store that went out of business a number of years ago. Let's see, I already said it was published in 2004. There's no stitch count given, but the stitch count is 50 by 70, and it was stitched on 14 count natural linen Aida with Weeks Dye Works floss. And those, let's see, I have 2 of those left with the socks, and they're $12.95. So I just think that's so cute. So unique. The next one, I have 1 left. It's called Hooked on Stitching. And I'm going to get the charm pack out. It's by Hand Blessings. And the designer is Eileen Gurak, Gurak. And this was published in 2006. So it's Hooked on Stitching. And then if you can see all the different charms in there, the charm pack comes with it. And look at all the different things you get there. There's lots and lots of charms. There's actually a cool, look at this charm. I've never seen anything like this. This would be worth it. This is actually a cross stitch charm. It's like a hooped piece of fabric with a needle and thread. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before. And then it's got a heart and a grid and a hand with a heart and a pair of scissors and another heart and 2 tiny, tiny hearts. So all the charms are included. The stitch size is 98 by 56. Super, super easy stitch. Just says Hooked on Stitching. This would look great in a craft room. And it was stitched on 28 count time hand dyed Joblin. Also shown in 28 count moss green Lugana, and it was stitched with Weeks Dye Works and also uses Kreinik silk. And that is $10.95, and I only have 1 of those left. The next one is by J&P Coats, and it's called God Loves You. This is from 1989. So cute. And this one is 177 by 102 stitches, and it gives colors for J&P Coats, Anchor, and DMC Floss. And the model was stitched on 14 count white Aida. And these are in our clearance section, I believe. And also, sometimes the older charts that I show you are in my clearance section, not always, but you can always use the code good home for an additional % off anything in the clearance section. And if you go to our cross stitch categories and go to clearance, you can see those too. But I think this one is in the clearance section, and that's only $1.50 right now. We have 2 of those left. The next one is an older design by Homespun Elegance Sandra Sullivan, who is still designing. This one's from 1984. It's called Willow Tree Sampler. It's a very, very quick stitch. It's got that one, and then it has the vertical sampler. And I would consider this beginner level. Let's see. The vertical sampler is 81 by 220, and the horizontal sampler is 221 by 99. And they are stitched with DMC floss. Let's see if she gives. The horizontal sampler was stitched on 26 count brown linen, and the framed willow tree on 26 count brown linen. So that is Willow Tree Sampler. I have 1 of those left, and it is $3.15. The next one is by Pucker Brush. And it's called Victorian Lady 1909. The designer is John Oler. And she is 156 by 106 stitches. It was stitched with 2 strands of DMC floss on 28 count Brittany color potato that I've never heard of. A fabric by Zweigert, and this was published in 1996. I think it's based on the original artwork of John. It says designed by John Oler, but then later in the book it says copyright by Pat Rogers, but the designer must be John Oler. It also gives Anchor and Coats floss. And I have 3 of those left, and those are $4.25. The next one, I just have one left. It's by Poppy Creations. It's called Snow Buddies. Super cute. It's got 2 kind of adult and younger snowmen giving each other hugs with the red scarf and the hat. That's really cute. This one was published, what does it say? Does not say. And it is 75 by 64 stitches, so nice and small. I would also consider this beginner level design. And it was stitched on 16 count white birch heatherfield. And this one, I only have one left, and it's $5.10. The next one is called Threads by Point de Croix. And it says, it is threads, hundreds of tiny threads, which sew people together through the years. I really like that saying. And I have one of those left. It's $4.58 on our site right now. It is stitched in DMC floss, and the stitch count is 176 by 169, and the model was stitched on 32 count white Belfast linen. So that is Threads by Point de Croix. And then the last one is not cross stitch, but I have 3 brand new design booklets by Leisure Arts called the Sunbonnet Sue Primer. And you get all of those designs and these designs, and they're obviously for embroidery, and they are iron-on transfers. So each page is an iron-on transfer. There's, I don't know how many in here, a number of different designs. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 13 pages of iron-on transfers. This was published in 1999. Like I said, I have 3 of them that are in brand new condition, and they're $5.25. So if you want to try, they're just so cute. Look at those. And there's the other one. So that is it. That's the Throwback Thursday for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please hit the subscribe button and then click on the bell to get notified. Thanks for watching, everybody. Happy stitching. Bye-bye.